something called health modeling, or at least what I've coined health modeling, and I'm working on it right now, which is simply looking at things like Tony Robbins doing modeling behaviors and saying, look at what others do and try to implement the same strategy to overcome a problem. So I looked for the same results and implemented something like that to get the same results. So what I did is when I created my site, I put general information up on it, but I got questions like crazy saying, what did you do? What did you do exactly? Can you tell us exactly what you did? And it made me think that, okay, maybe I should give a little bit more, like tell people exactly what I did. And I was pretty organized and documented. Like I kept track of a lot of things, so I was able to do this pretty efficiently. So what I did is, since I started a lot of things, like there was a holdup at a point in time when I was completely I did everything SCD legal. Like I didn't try anything that nobody else didn't try. And I'm not talking about with foods, but I'm talking about things, whether it's like trying the colloidal silver and the George's aloe vera and things like that, questioning the system itself and looking and asking myself questions. But when I finally did, there was a gentleman that was in Hawaii, and he also overcame his UC. And he started trying these other things, and he was telling me about them. So I said, okay, I started trying this. So he sort of broke me in to sort of try other things. So I started trying some other things, and a few of the other things I started to try just they took me to that level when I thought I was at 90% or 80% or whatever you want to call it, and they just took me a few leaps forward, and I was saying, wow, like look what people are missing, or whether it being SCD diet and saying, hey, optimizing the diet, changing things, or, like the book itself is awesome, but there's still holes. And just like science is something that's falsifiable. Elaine Gottschall, God bless her soul, she did an awesome job at what she did, creating the book. But there's always ways that we can improve our technology and we can improve our message and things like that. Like I'm sure after me talking with you guys today, there's always going to be more efficient ways that I could go back and change things to make people understand better. And that's what I was trying to do, and that's what you guys are trying to do with the SCD lifestyle, is saying you're trying to communicate things better so that people could understand. So I created the document saying, these are all the things that I've tried that worked for me. I'm not saying it's a cure-all or it's going to work for everybody, but here's what I tried. Here's my approach at my health modeling, saying, try these things that I've done, and maybe you'll get the similar results. When I list detail into trying these various things, I'm also not a guy that ever says anything blindly. I'll never say, hey guys, I might post something on my blog to say, check this out, but in that document, you will never ever have me include something that I've never tried. I'm a cause and effect guy. I might study a lot of theory and stuff like that, but I don't care about theory. I care about cause and effect. I care about what works. If the medical institution thought the same way and said, hey, let's look at all these people that have overcome this disease, right? Instead of focusing just on what causes it and searching for this so-called X cure or factor X or whatever they're looking for, if they said, let's look at all these 50 people or 100 people that overcame the disease and said, hey, what did they do? List everything that that every person has done to get to a place where they're med-free. It wouldn't take a rocket scientist to see the correlations between the two, that you could conclusively say, hey, we can create some type of strategy to help people with IBDs. And that's exactly what Elaine Gottschall did using Dr. Haas's information. She took his information, she made it a little bit better, easier to understand. And you know what? And that can go from lots of places. Elaine ultimately being a scientist, things are proven falsifiable, yes or no, and you can improve it. Her message can also be improved, just like she improved the message of Dr. Haas. And she took her book farther than anything that Dr. Haas has done. So could anybody add to what Elaine Gottschall said and make things more efficient and communicate it better? Of course they can. And to say that they couldn't would be completely just irrational.